Good morning, everybody. This is Strawberry Squish. This is Strawberry Squish. Look how little. Strawberry Squish. So little. Me and Jefferson are going to have a baby. I'm excited. Did you guys know about Strawberry Squish? Were you guessing? We got a baby! Yeah, we did. As of today, we are 10 weeks and some days. And I just couldn't keep it to myself anymore. Yeah, I say this is Strawberry Squish because it's as big as a strawberry, they said. It used to be a blueberry, and then it was a gummy bear, and then it was a blueberry gummy bear, and then it was an olive. It was a blueberry gummy bear olive. You may have noticed Jefferson changed his Facebook post to a blueberry gummy bear, his Facebook picture. You held on to the news for that long. I'm so excited. Yeah, everybody's saying they're so excited. Yay, Strawberry Squish. Next week, it won't be a Strawberry Squish. I don't know what it's going to be next week, but as of this week, it's Strawberry Squish. And tomorrow, we're going to the doctor again to have more pictures taken. No yelling in the chat. You guys are so silly. Yay! Yeah, so me and Jefferson are super excited. Ooh. Stop it, camera. So we're super excited. I've known since I think the 1st of August. The end of July. It was like the end of July, 1st of August. Yeah. So yeah, I did keep the secret for a long time. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So I'm super excited about it. Scared to death, obviously. However, if you're new here and you've not been around for all of this, I am going to be going a lot to the doctor because of what happened with baby Sievert in February. So I got a lot of doctor's appointments. They got a specialist out here for me. There's only 3 in the state. This camera's being crazy town. There's only 3 fetal medicine doctors here in the state of North Dakota. So luckily, because I am in the capital of North Dakota, the gal is here. So I get to meet her on the 24th. But I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and then I have one on the 18th, and then I have one on the 24th. Yay! Yeah, so we're super excited. I did tell the members yesterday. I told the members I couldn't keep it a secret anymore. I was just losing my mind. And then I was like, I'm just going to tell because I want to. People were like, you should wait. And I was like, I don't know that it really matters because if something bad happens, then I'll just feel like nobody knew, you know? Nobody knew, and then it was like, oh, and then you just have to say all the things, and I don't know. And I was sleeping then. Beth was sleeping. Good morning. Thank you. Oh, yes, I've been quite sick. Not pukey sick. Hi, good morning, Linda. We decided to talk about the gummy bear. I did, Rosanna. Yeah. So I've been sick a lot, but not pukey sick. I've just felt sick, and I just only feel sick at nighttime, which is great because I have things to do in the morning. But yeah, so that happened. So when I had the pukey sickness on the way to the the Minnesota, that was the first time that I ever had pukey sickness. And it was at nighttime. Linda says she missed the announcement. Oh, Linda, we're going to have a baby. We got a baby. We got a strawberry squish. You want to see? It's a strawberry squish. Strawberry squish. There's his little head and his little body. And then it's just looking like a little tiny squish. Little tiny squish. And then you have to pee when you're throwing up. Yeah, those are the rules. I don't know about that. I hated morning sickness. It was pukey sickness all day. Ooh, well, that doesn't sound fun. I think the pregnancy was the reason. Yeah, probably. Do you have a due date? My due date is April 8th, which is my grandma Gloria's, so my mom's mom, her birthday. Which is kind of funny because me and my niece Emma, our birthday's on the same day. And Buck and Wasey's babies are guys, my brothers. My brother Guy and my brother Wasey's, their birthday's on the same day too. Which is crazy. Thank you. We are all so excited. Yeah, so we're going to be excited. I've just been surprisingly very calm. I haven't been like freaking out or anything. I've been like very calm. Jefferson was kind of freaking out. Jefferson was kind of freaking out because originally we had a blueberry. And I was telling him, I think there's more than one blueberry in there because I was so sick. And he was like, oh, well. Yeah, is that what they said, Carol? I only got sick once with both of my pregnancies from the smell of pickles. Well, that happened to me the other day. Not from it smelling anything, but Jeff was ripping apart chicken, like from the rotisserie chicken, you know, he was like taking the skin off the chicken. And I was like, no. I don't want to see that. So we're super excited. So I am going to go to the doctor tomorrow. I will not be here for morning coffee. Although I am going to see about the voice thing because as you can tell, my voice is still messy. Although I haven't been doing all the coughing. At first I thought, oh, maybe I hurt my voice box. Then I started to think maybe I have COVID because I had like that coughing thing. But I don't know. So I'm going to ask him when I go tomorrow what's wrong with that. So hopefully nothing. So anyway, the moral of the story is I have a regular doctor. Her name is Dr. Gray, like from Grey's Anatomy. So, you know, serendipitous. And so we have Dr. Gray, who's the OGBYN, and then we have Dr. Tobias, who is the like specialty doctor. And yeah, so they said between the two of them, I'll just be running my butt to appointments all the time, I guess, they said. So I was like, well, that's okay though, because you know how it went last time, and I just feel like I didn't even get to have any like regular appointments before everything just went downhill. So maybe this will be better. They'll be watching everything. So the next important one is on the 24th. We're going to go meet Dr. Tobias, and then they're going to do the anatomy scan. So the anatomy scan is the scan that they did when I was pregnant with Seaver, and they found out that something was wrong. So she said that we should be able to find out if anything is wrong by then. And then I'm going to take the test or whatever to see about like chromosome testing. Also, I learned yesterday when I was talking to the doctor, I was on the phone with them yesterday because they called for like, since this lady's like one of the only doctors, she has like nurses who call you. So they like talked to me for like an hour on the phone yesterday, and to like prepare her all for the appointment or whatever, which is fine. But anyway, they wanted to talk about all my siblings and all their babies and all that business. Anyway, so I had signed a release of information so they could get all the information about baby Sievert, and they got that. And so she's asking me some questions, and then she told me that she was like, oh, so I had a little allergic reaction. I don't know if you guys know this or not. So I had an allergic reaction because they tried to induce me with baby Sievert, and I had I had an allergic reaction to the Pictocin or whatever it is. So the whole time I was in labor for 3 days, I had a fever of like 100, between 102 and 103. So I had this like allergic reaction. I was like covered in hives and everything. Well, as you guys know, I get hives quite often. And I was telling the lady, I'm like, well, I get hives. I have urticaria. That's kind of like a normal thing, but not with the fever from when we had this allergic reaction or whatever. So then she told me in some of the testing, she said, oh, well, I was reading over your testing and I seen that you were positive for this really long Latin word that has like 38 letters in it. I can't even say it. And I was like, oh, what is that? And she was like, oh, that's something that all people have. And so when some environmental factor messes with that, like they gave you this drug, it was like an environmental factor that is not normally in your body, you had this allergic reaction. And she was like, and that happens a lot. And then she's like, so that's probably, why you have urticaria. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, because nobody told me that. So now there's interesting information on the front of the urticaria. So that's interesting. So I'm going to look it up. Are you going to find out the sex? No. We are not finder-outers. We're not finder-outers. I had that issue too when they tried to induce. They had to take him for a cesarean. Yeah. Testing is amazing and worth it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Charlie. So that's what we got going on. And what else did she say? Anything else that was important? Not really. She just said we're gonna do the testing and we're gonna do the anatomy scan, and then I have to do more anatomy scans coming up or whatever. So sounds like lots of doctoring for me, but I'm trying to get them to make them after the morning coffee, but they couldn't do it this time. Like all these ones that I have already for this month. So like when I go to see Dr. Tobias on the 24th, it's on Wednesday, which is not during morning coffee, but it's during bingo. Members only bingo. So now we got to move members only bingo to the 1st of October. And then they said, well, you kind of can't move her appointments. I was like, okay, I guess, since she's the specialist lady. So we're just kind of working with it, working around it. Yeah, so that's what we got going on. I'm excited. Oh yeah. Also, can you? Why is everything beige? Can somebody tell me that? Everything is beige and oatmeal color. I was called Amber. Amber said, "Oh, well, have you been looking at this? Have you been researching that? Have you been researching this or that?" I said, "Yeah, I've been researching that." And I said, and they told me you can't even put blankets with your baby anymore. You got to put them in a sack. And Amber was like, what? I was like, yeah, that's what they said. So anyway, we're talking, and she says, oh, well, what color sack are you going to get? And I said, well, I don't know. Everything is beige. There's no colors. And then she said, it's Attack of the Beige Moms, and it's like a funny meme thing online, I guess. And I was like, I don't know. But there's, like, remember back in the day where you would have, like, if you didn't know the sex of the baby, you would get, like, green or yellow. You know, like, that was the thing. You would just get green or yellow, and it was fine. But now there's not even green or yellow. And if there is, it's just, like, pastel colors. And you know me, I'm like, where's all the colors? What's happening? And that little girl who is almost 50 still does what she wants. Oh! Because you are considered high risk, you will have double the appointments. Yes. Do the doctor's appointments in the morning and then you can just get them right out of the way? Well, I would like to, but I have morning coffee at 9 a.m. So I have to go after that. My daughter was just telling me that a couple of days ago. Good morning. I came on the perfect day. Hi, Marianne. Yeah, well, so I called my Aunt Dixie, and I'm like, what's up with all this, like, not having colors? Like, where are the colors? And I said, you remember when the kids are little, when, like, you know, when like the boys were little and stuff, they would have like Winnie the Pooh themed like nursery stuff, like, and they would have like Mickey Mouse, and they would have like fun things and like characters and, you know, little lions and stuff. And now it's like everything's beige. I'm just like, that doesn't seem fun. It doesn't seem like it would be good for learning when everything's monochromatic. And my Aunt Dixie said, well, she said, when we were young, we used to make our own stuff. And she said, now you can, and then she brought up the Walmart. Remember when we had this whole hoopla about the Disney at the Walmart? Remember that? If you weren't here for that. So they sell Disney and other characters, Pixel characters or whatever, fabrics at the Walmart. But you cannot resell said Disney things. Now, I could make them myself and make them for the baby or whatever, but you can't sell them because you don't have a copyright. You don't have a license and la-di-da-di about all this. So I just thought it was funny that she brought that up. But she said, yeah, well, we used to just make all of our stuff for the nursery. And I said, well, now you can't even put a blanket in there, so I don't know what to do. I gotta learn how to make a sleep sack. My kids were pumpkins and peanuts. Pumpkin and peanut. From Charlie Brown? Yeah. And that is sarcasm for those who don't know me. It's because you can't show gender in any way until the baby picks what gender that they're going to be. Oh, well. My daughter was getting too big, 2 weeks overdue, so they were going to induce me in the early morning, so I had all my clothes in the washer. Oh, no. I'm reading the comments. Congratulations. Wonderful that you were said that you were Lori, right? Oh, no. Pooh Bear for all the boys. But it was the 90s. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, so anyway, next order of business. I told Jefferson, I think what we should do is we should just get like, okay, so the housing market out here is insane. I also don't want to be lugging a baby up 3 flights of stairs. So I said that we should just maybe get into like a trailer or something for right now, for like the next foreseeable future. I mean, it'll be on one floor, it'll be easy to maintain, we can have a yard for Lily, we don't have to do all that stuff. And then hopefully over, you know, with the economy and everything, that the housing market will come down in the next few years. Because everything, I repeat, everything out here is $500,000 for no reason at all. I found a house I liked the other day because Jeff was like, well, maybe we should just go right into the house. I said, well, okay, here's a house I like. It was like $600,000. And it was not even nice. I mean, it was nice, but I mean, it wasn't worth $6,000, $600,000. It had like no land. It wasn't even 5 acres. I think it was like 1 acre. And then it would need to be fenced because it didn't have a fence. And it was built in the 70s. And I'm just like, these are the options. I don't know. So I was just like, maybe we should just get into a trailer, be on the first floor, deal with little baby things that we've never dealt with before in our life, be comfortable with that, and then wait for the housing market to come down a little bit. Because, you know, that's my plan. I'm sure I'll be able to get Jefferson on board. I had an emergency C-section for my second child. Oh no. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, so it's an exciting time. I'm super excited. I'm not being scared. I'm just going to be excited. I'm just excited. For the most part, I'm just calm, which is good because Jeff's kind of freaking out. I don't know what's going on with him. I went on Zillow the other day And our house is valued at $560,000. Right? It's crazy. Housing will continue to rise. Ooh. We forgot to put this on Don't Disturb Me. Okay. It says you have an event coming up. What event do I have coming up? My phone bill is due. Okay, Carol. Let's put this on Don't Disturb Me. So anyway, that's the goings-ons with all that. We do some beading. My son was an emergency C-section. Then Jennifer was a C-section as well. She was bigger than my son. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to have $1 million house. Seems like a lot. Seems like a lot of loan money. I just don't think I want that. And all the houses are like 5 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms or 10 bedrooms or whatever, and then they're huge. It's like, I don't understand. Why are we doing all that? I'm going to go with this 24 gauge. Hello. It's all about finding the lowest interest rate. Yeah, well, I think interest rates are like 9% right now. Between 9 and 7. Also not good. But it is what it is. Gonna be what's gonna be, you know what I mean? Alright. First things first. These are all from Golden Horizon. Still from Golden Horizon. I'm happy for you. Thank you. A bedroom for you, one for the baby, and 2 offices. I know. I'm debating if I'm going to grab up a little bit of spacers. Let me see. Let's see what I got for some spacers. Oh, you know what would be good? The little Tinky Tot spacers. There we go. Teeny tiny guys. Okay, so first things first, we got to get this bottom part together. So I'm going to wire wrap these bottom parts. 1, 2, 3. I think this is a jade. 4. 4. I think I like it like that better. Okay, so, hello. Well, thank you all for your well wishes. I'm super excited. I'll have to keep you posted on all the goings-ons. I mean, I'm sure you'll know. I forgot what I was looking in here for. Oh, yeah. There's some jump rings. There's some Tinky Tot jump rings. That'll probably be okay. Where's the 6s? Oh, I still haven't put those back yet. No, those are round. Okay. Don't mind me. It's out of it over here. Okay. Maybe they're in here. Yeah, they are. Okay. So we have those guys. So I have my little howlite pendant. I'm going to go here. With a 6. I have a question. Does this one feel different? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel anything. Well, I feel sicker. I feel sick. Does that count? Going with another 6 to create said Y on the pendant. Yeah? Then that is different. Yeah, I guess. Alright, and then I'm going to take this 24 gauge wire. I'm going to connect this with Tinky Dots. And put a little spacer on there. I wonder if that's going to be big enough. Yeah, it should be. I was wondering if it would be big enough to stop that little spacer hole. It is. Okay. So that's what those guys all look like. Pretty little. Were you tired all the time with Sievert? Not all the time, but I was tired for all through the month of December. For like when I went on break, I was tired. And I didn't know about Sievert until what, like 24 weeks or something. So I don't know. But yeah, super excited. Just hopping on and saw your good news. Oh, thank you, Terry. Yeah. Me and Lily went walking up on the hill today, as we do every day. I had to wear my stocking hat because it's kind of cold out. They said it's going to rain. Yeah, Seabird didn't move around too much prior to when I found out about him. I don't remember when they said that you can start to feel them moving around. I think they said like 16 weeks or something. That is the neighbor dog. Are we going to be drinking decaf now? Yeah, I have been drinking, well, I drink like the half and half little K cups in the morning. I have like one of those, so it's like half caffeine and half not. And then the rest of them are decaf. 4 months, you say? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but I also didn't know that I was 6 months pregnant, so that's how observant I am. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so this is my last one I gotta wrap here, and then we can put this side together. Yeah. I'm excited. Everybody was saying yesterday in the members only, they were saying they got girl vibes. They think it's gonna be a girl. That's what they were saying. And I said, okay, if that's what you think. My sister-in-law is also pregnant, and she's having a boy, and she keeps asking me, oh, did you find out what it is? And I keep telling her we're not going to find out. And she's just like, I need to know. And I'm like, no, you don't. She's just like mad at me. It's so funny. Okay, so we got our little wraps done up. I'm going to switch over to Tinky's, I think. Is your mom excited? Yeah, my mom's excited. I think my mom's scared. That's what's wrong with her. But she said she's excited. Okay, so we're going to go Tinky Dot, Link. Tinky Dot, Link. Oh, danger! Sometimes that happens. Strawberry squish. Yeah, the strawberry squish. It's gonna be a strawberry squish. Well, it's only strawberry squish this week. I don't know what it turns into next week. They've just been telling me all these fruits the baby turns into. They're like, your baby is as big as a strawberry. Your baby is as big as a... I don't know what comes next. Let's call it squish. Strawberry squish. Because squish, you remember on... What show was that? Was it Finding Dory? Or Finding Nemo? And they're like... And you shall be my squishy, and I shall love you and hold you and touch you. And she's like, don't touch that, it's a jellyfish. Alright, I like where this is headed. And then I put this guy on. over here. Hey-o, I'm digging it, I'm digging it. Hi Gloria. Dun dun dun. How's your sister? Well, it's my sister-in-law, and she's doing good. I think she said she's like 20 weeks. She's like 19 or 20 weeks long, and she's having their second boy. Because they just had Archer, and Archer's only like 3? Is he 2 or 3? He must be 2. It was a blueberry first, then a gummy bear. Yeah, it was a blueberry, and then a gummy bear, and then olive, and now it's a strawberry squish. What happened to Sievert was that he was stillborn in February of this year. He had a tubal defect, so his brain did not develop. Mm-hmm. Tinky Knot Tots are a great name for daycare or toddlers underfoot. Yeah. Yeah. So we're super excited. I love the pop of green in this necklace. Yes. Ooh, come here, you. Tuck in there, you little tail. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be a whole new adventure. But like I said, I'm just going with everything's going to be fine. Just staying calm, not being freaked out. And they said if anything happens, or if they find anything, then we'll know about it really early. Yeah, well, this piece, I'm in debate. I think I might do some stringing on it as well. Originally, I think we were going to do both. We're going to do some rosary type, and then we were also going to do some stringing. Oh, by the way, Rosanna, I saw a picture of your hair barrette you must have made the other day. It looks cool. I thought it was cool. With the 3 filigree pieces that go 1, 2, 3 or whatever. So yeah, that was fun. I just saw the picture. I don't know if somebody shared it to the group or what. Maybe you shared it to the group. I don't know. I was just scrolling through this morning. Yeah, so I do know there's going to be a move pretty soon. Another one. Do some more moving, I guess. So I guess we'll be getting prepared for that. Ugh. Okay, 2 left of these guys. Oh, I was like pulling on this. I thought it was a wire. It's just like the string for my beads. Yeah, so these are all howlite. These are the 2 different sizes. So those are 6 and these are 4. I'm thinking I'm going to do this in the front and then do stringing on the back. I mean, you wouldn't have to. You could switch to a little tiny way. little tiny 4s to do the back if you want to. If you want to continue on with the wire wrapping. Up to you, up to you. Dun, dun, dun. Why are you moving? Because I'm going to have a baby, and I don't want to be lugging a baby up 3 flights of stairs in this apartment building and having to go walk the dog. I mean, I'll still walk the dog, but in the apartment building we have no yard, so we have no choice but to walk the dog for up to 2 hours a day. And I figured I might be busy. You know, my baby and my company, and my husband, and all that. Who even knows what that's going to look like? I'm doing extra wrap on this one because I got it kind of long. One more for this set. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about starting work on some of the bargain bead box today, but again, we still have these projects we said we were going to make. And not only that, I didn't feel like doing patina painting this morning. I was just like, oh, is that what we want to do this morning? And it's like, no, it's not. That's not what I want. I thought it might be the landlady. Oh, no. Haven't had any issues with her. And this gal downstairs, she's not been problematic anymore. I think because she moved her daughter had a baby. Her, like, I don't know, young teenage daughter, or maybe she's, 20. She's not very old. And her and the boyfriend moved in downstairs with the baby, with the mom. And, so things have been a lot louder on her side these days. So she hasn't been saying anything, which I thought was kind of funny. Although this drug dealer guy who lives across the way, he's kind of problematic. He was in his apartment using power tools like a saw, sounded like a round saw, or like a handheld saw, doing whatever kind of stuff he's doing in his little apartment. And I was just like, you're a problem. Alright, need some tinky dots over here. Tinky dots. You are so quick. Oh, with my wrapping? Come here, you. Alrighty, here we go. A tinky dot and a link. Oops. Just picked up my whole mat. I got quite a few, you guys. So I got quite a few of the custom orders in. I have orders in, and I was picking them because some people ordered extra things, and I was picking them and getting them all ready. And I was just like, okay, yeah, all right. It's like almost 3:00, and I looked at my phone. And I was like, okay, it's almost 3:00. I'm gonna start shipping. I'll get some of these out of here today. It'll be good. And then I go, I have a live in 4 minutes. I was like, oh, so I did the live, and then the shipping didn't happen because I was doing the live. Almost totally forgot it was Wednesday. And then I told Jeff, I was like, tomorrow's Thursday? I'm supposed to be doing my SKU list. And he's just like, yeah. So, I don't know. Working on it. I'm working on it. Why would you use a big saw in your apartment? Because they're crackheads, Marianne. Who knows? You know, it's just so funny to me because, you know, I'm a drug counselor. So it's just funny because this guy like sits out in his truck, his running vehicle all day in the parking lot, never goes to work. And then cars come by and he gets out of his truck and he goes down to the main street and he gets into their vehicle and he sits and talks with them. So like when I go get my mail and stuff, I get a lot of boxes. And so I'll stand in the parking lot and I'll unbox all of my stuff because I don't want to bring all the boxes up here and then have to unbox them and then take all the boxes back down to the dumpster. So like in my van, I'll just unbox everything, flatten all the boxes, and then I put everything into like a bag or something to carry it up here in. So I see this guy all the time and I'm just like, you don't think anybody knows that's what you're doing? Hello? Like, I don't know. He just thinks he's slick, I guess. They have a little gray pit bull, though. He's pretty cute. Well, Jeff helped me yesterday. I had to restock all the shipping stuff, and I have it like way up on the. I don't know if that's on there the right way. I have it way up on the shelf, and I'm like, can you get this stuff down so I can, restock all my business? But so he did help me with that. All right. Okay, I like where we're going with this. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm kind of zoomed in kind of far. So now the question becomes. So these are the peridot links. Remember yesterday we used the charms, the charm pack. These are the links. So they have two little holes so you can link into all that. Now the question becomes, do we want to just continue on with the wrapping because this looks really cute, or do we want to switch over to stringing and just string this portion on there? What do you think? How do we feel about it? Hello. Cutting up bodies? I don't know what. Maybe. That's what you get the wood chipper for. Oh my goodness. Mary says she likes the stringing. Martha says it's so dainty. Yeah, so obviously if we do the stringing, these are going to be really close together and basically just look like that. If we were to do more of the wear wrap, then it would get smaller, but it would continue to look like this. Both of which I would be okay with. Rosanna's not the same. Either way is fine. I guess it just kind of depends on like how lazy you want to be today, how lazy I want to be today. Because obviously it'd be easier to just string it, but I am kind of enjoying the like little chain part. I think it's quite cute. It is very small and dainty, which is kind of a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but let's just take a look, see here. So, oh yeah, I think I might have to continue on with the wrap. I think that'll probably be good. Hangs nice. Yeah. I think I will continue on with the wrapping with these little guys. So part of the thing that makes this really, for me, that makes it really look nice is the Tinky Tots. So when you have the Tinky Tots, because they're so small, it makes it look, like more dainty and closer together. And so you don't see as much as a jump ring, but you're also getting some, you know, you don't have to use as many beads because you are getting some space, especially with the wire wrap. So I do like that. Janet votes wrapping. Yeah. Am I concerned that these are a different size? No. I'm not concerned about it. We'll start with that and see how that goes. We've only got a few minutes here anyway. We'll do a couple and put them on and see what they look like. Yeah, so anyway, moral of that story is I will spend my day today packing and shipping. Going to the post office. I gotta swing into somewhere and get some dishwashing pods. I don't have any of those. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna postpone doing the SKU list until Friday so I can get all my shipping done. And yeah, I might have to stay home this weekend. Well, I know I have to stay home this weekend because we didn't clean last weekend when we went to Minnesota. Usually me and Jefferson clean on the weekend for like the week or whatever, and we did not. Now, am I going to continue to use this little guy? Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll use them still. And those little tinky tots, so cute. We have a gazillion of these on the website. They're so tiny. I use them for everything. I like how different this one is from the two that you made yesterday. Oh yeah. Well, some people didn't get to see the one I made on members only because it's, you know, on members only. But I made the jade necklace. I made two of them actually. And then we also did the peridot chip one. And there's still another one after this. There's the peridot chip heart. The heart that's full of peridot chips. That's, we still have to do. Could you put spacers between the white beads? Yeah, I mean, you could do that. If you wanted to do like 2 beads on one little string and not do one at a time and put a spacer between, you absolutely could. Absolutely. Okay, let's try to put these two on to see. Oop. Squish my link. Okay. Everything's getting smaller. Okay, tinky dot and a link. Tinky dot and a link. I like it. I mean, you can see the taper, but it's not like super in your face. I think it'll be cute. I think it will be cute. And this little guy, this little howlite pendant guy, this makes it cute because he's kind of smaller, you know? So I will have to continue on with this. I won't make you guys sit through this some more because we've already done it, doing the same move over and over again. I might work on it a little bit after lunch, maybe. But once I get it finished up, I'll show it to you, or at least take a photo and get it in the group so you can see. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I'll probably, at the end, either just use a lobster or maybe an Old Faithful, depending on how I feel about it at the time, you know. Ooh. Yeah. Whew. My goodness. All right. So that is the goings-ons. Lots is going on. I think, you know, you could use, add also another link, like the peridot link to this. I think I just had 4 because I had 4 left over because I think I used the links in something else. So I don't want to pull out another pack just to use like 2 more. So I'm just going to go all wire wrap on the top. It's going to be gorgeous. I love howlite. Yes. What's an Old Faithful? I'll show you. An Old Faithful is a clasp. It's like a ball and socket clasp. Let's just go to the website. Here we are on my website, and we go bead store, and we go bead findings, and doodly 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 doop. Doop boop boop. Oh. I'm like, where did they go? Do 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 do. Maybe they're sold out. Hey, there's the Tinky Tots. 3mm Tibetan silver spacer beads. That's those guys. Those are the Tinky Tots. The Tinky Tot spacers I'm using. Do, 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 do. Oh, they're right here. So these are 6mm Old Faithfuls in all the colors. So they're ball and socket clasp. And then there's 8mm. I prefer to use the 8s. That's just me. Unless you're doing like a little light something, like a bracelet or something, you could, you know, use the little 6s for. Some people just like the 6s on more dainty things, but I'll probably use the 8 just because I got big fingers. Good morning from South Florida. Good morning. Good morning, Bonnie. Yeah, so that's an Old Faithful. And then all these beads and stuff, these are from the category Golden Horizon, which is up here. You can go to Golden Horizon, which is right here. And so all the things I was using today are in this category. Except, see, here's all our howlite beads in the different sizes. I think this pendant might be sold out. I remember, I think they are sold out. But your peridot links are in here, and all your other little things. Do 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 do. Yeah, but you know, you could use something else if you wanted for the pendant, like maybe one of these stainless steel little sun guys. You get 2. You could use him instead. Here's your peridot charms. Do, Could just use one of these little guys. These guys are stainless steel, little North Star. I like these ones. If you wanted to go gold, I have them in silver and gold. I like these ones too because they're long. Like this one is long, like kind of longer. So I think that would be a good substitute. It doesn't have a howlite in it, but you know, things and stuff. Things and stuff. Do you have the howlite beads? Yep, I do have the howlite beads, Rose. They are online in the 4 and the 6 under the Golden Horizon. Oh, there we go. PK put the link to the website. Thank you, PK. Late, but finally made it for the live. Hi, Jan. You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing day. What's the news? The news is we have a strawberry squish. Strawberry squish. We're having a strawberry squish. Strawberry squish. And we like howlite today. That's the news. We like howlite, and we're having a strawberry squish. What have I been eating? I've been eating shrimp, which is the same with Baby Sievert. Baby Sievert wanted to eat a lot of shrimp. And Brussels sprouts. I've been eating a lot of Brussels sprouts. And drinking lots of milk, which is also the same as Baby Sievert. I drank all the chocolate milk when I was pregnant with him. She says, oh, strawberry. Yeah. Strawberry squish sounds like a new soft drink. Let's see. Well, next week, it won't be a strawberry more. I got to know what it's going to be. I got this little app. Let's see. We'll go to the calendar. Go away. Next week. Nope. Next week. Oh! I believe that to be an onion. Next week is going to be an onion. That is not nearly as fun as a strawberry squish. That's not nearly as fun as a strawberry squish. Well, good luck tomorrow. Thank you. I love Brussels sprouts. Yeah, apparently I do too. On your wonderful news, hope you have a great day. Thanks for the nice design. Yeah, you got it, Mary. Are you still having heartburn? Yes. Lots of heartburn. Gloria's just laughing. It's going to be an onion. What's the name of the onion? Vidalia? Vidalia? Vidalia. Yay. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to have some foodies. And then I'm going to start shipping all this business. I got all the business to do shipping today. I should be ready to go. I will say I have been looking through the orders and being like, are you on the bingo list? So I can send the bingo card. So that's taking a little bit extra time. But to save a little bit more time, I also just printed a sticker for the letter this week because I was just like, there's so many orders. I still have some gifts that I'm making sure to send out. If you haven't gotten your gifts from, I don't know what they would have been from the ticket drawing? No, something. Anyways, things and stuff. So I'm doing a lot of checking. Making lists and I'm checking. I got stickers. It's fine. We're doing it. Good morning. Hi, Sparklies. All right, you guys. I hope you have a good day and I'll see you tomorrow.